So I'm gonna make another video here about God. Um, so many people make YouTube videos, and I think people need to talk about God the most. I think that's like the most important thing that is or ever has been. What is it? What is he or she or what is God? Why is it? What is it? Where is it? And how is it? And stuff like that. I want to hear more people talking about God and consciousness and life and death and and like why why consciousness, why humanity, why experience, and like, is God gonna come back, and how can he be a he? I've been talking about this movie out online called Zeitgeist, and if you go to zeitgeistmovie.com, just do a Google search for Zeitgeist movie. Watch this movie called Zeitgeist, and there's 3 parts to it. Part 1 is about Christianity. Part 2 is about 9/11 and different types of false flag operations like that, and how they're working, and how all this kind of comes down with the Illuminati and stuff that they're into. And America, if we have any enemy, it's the Illuminati. We got 2 enemies really. 1, the Illuminati, and 2, Islam, because those 2 things are the things hitting us hardest, because you don't realize how bad the Illuminati is. That really is the enemy. I mean, I've been studying the Illuminati for 3 years because it's so important that we wake up to what's going on, because they're trying so much harder nowadays because more people are waking up, and by the day, masses are learning about this stuff, and new people are coming onto this. So, back to Zeitgeist. You got part 2, and then part 3 is about the Federal Reserve, and kind of wraps it all up and brings it together. But as far as Christianity is concerned, at least check out part 1, if at least get that far. I mean, that's like 40 minutes, and it's well worth it, because it's stuff you've never heard of before, and you should check that out. This is the best stuff in the world. Okay, so more God stuff. I wanted to talk about this. And I want to hear what people think about this. And I'm going to describe God here. It's very simple. You really have to watch the Zeitgeist movie first, because that gives you, because that's where I'm coming from, and you're not going to understand what I'm talking about unless you've seen that movie, unless you've done some research into the other ancient religions and ancient cults. And in the ancient world, you had 4 main cults. You had the Stellar cult of the stars, the Saturnian cult of Saturn, and their holy day was on Saturday, for Saturn Day. And that's where you get the Jewish religion. And then you had the lunar cult for the moon, and their holy day was on Monday, Moon Day. And the last one, you guessed it, is of the sun in the sky. The sun, S-U-N. The light of the world that would save us from darkness. And the solar cult had their holy day on Sunday because of the sun. And they worship the sun, just like everyone else worship their things. And that's where all your religions come out of. Christianity comes out of the solar cult. And all those things make a God a limit. You take this ultimate infinite God and box it down to a 3-part, or a he, or a she, or a moon, or a sun, or a stars, or a Saturn, or whatnot, whatever. And it just puts a limit on God, and God is infinite and ultimate. How can you do that to something that's infinite and ultimate? And so, since God is everywhere, He's all around, He's in, He's out. I say He, that's putting a limit on God, but most people watching this are coming from the He perspective, but it's He because it's about the male energy, and it was all about getting rid of the female, the she. But there's the balance there, and you can't put a limit on it because, like I said, it's infinite. My point is that God is infinite consciousness, and everything that exists is energy, whether it's plastic, your hand, a piece of hair, a piece of metal, a plant, an animal, a rock, cardboard. It's all energy vibrating at different speeds and frequencies, and energy is consciousness. So everything that exists is consciousness, like an infinite ocean of consciousness, and that ocean is God, and we are in that ocean. We're like drops from that infinite ocean of consciousness, but it's like we're drops in that ocean, but we're not separated from the ocean. Because when you go to the beach or the ocean and you drop a droplet of water into the ocean, at what point does it become the drop and then the ocean over here? It becomes one and the same. It becomes the ocean. It is the entire ocean, but we're not limited to just here on Earth. We are, this is an infinite, non-stopping thing that everywhere, everything, and it's like, we think that, we have stuff here, like guitars that we can put our hands on, and we have stuff that you can't put your hand through because it's solid. That's only because the vibrating energy is so slow, you can't put your hand through it. But you take water and make it slower, make the vibration slower, and it makes ice, and you can't go through it. But heat it up, it speeds up the vibrations much faster, and you can put your hand through it. But when you slow it down to make it very slow, like ice, you can't put it through there. It's that those atoms are spinning and stuff at speed, and like the size of an atom is like the nucleus is the size of a dime in the center of a giant cathedral arena, and the walls and ceiling is the electrons around. All that stuff in the middle is just empty space. And like when we think we're sitting on a chair, we're really sitting on empty space. And only like 99% is just empty space. And all the atoms are energy, and energy is consciousness, and everything is this infinite ocean. And we are the infinite ocean experiencing itself through our human bodies. We're not our human bodies. We are everything. Everything is this one infinite consciousness that we are experiencing itself through our human bodies. Animals experience it through their human bodies. Extraterrestrials, angels, demons, humans, people, plants. All of this is one. It's the infinite ocean. We are each other. We are infinite consciousness. And infinite love is the only truth for everything that has ever existed and ever will, because that is you. The person you meet on the street is you. And you are you, and everyone is part of you, and you are using your body to experiencing itself. And so, infinite love is all you ever need. And I want to hear what y'all think about this.